Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
In January 2019, along with giving the Sea Life Trust the Shining World Compassion Award to recognize its noble work, Supreme Master Ching Hai also made a humble contribution of $15,000 towards the charity's dolphin and whale care with all love and gratitude in God's mercy. May you and all involved, as well as the whales, be protected always by the Providence. As we are reporting this, Supreme Master Ching Hai is lovingly sending another $10,000 to Sea Life Trust to further this noble work, with all love and gratitude in God's protection. Please continue watching to find out more. Energetic viewers, if you hear the phrase Guten Tag, that means hello in Icelandic. My name is Kolfinna. The hospitable people of Iceland wish that you overcome every challenge in life and grow spiritually forevermore. Welcome to our show titled Sea Life Trust, Safeguarding Marine Life and Habitats, Part 3 of 3. Sea Life Trust is a global charity and a Shining World Compassion Award recipient dedicated to protecting marine animals and their habitats. It was entrusted by Merlin Entertainments Limited, a UK-based family entertainment company headquartered in Poole, Dorset, UK, to send 2 beluga whales living in a Merlin-owned aquarium in Shanghai, China, back to their natural ocean habitat. The Beluga Whale Sanctuary was established by Sea Life Trust to free the pair and other belugas in captivity. On today's show, we invite you to join us in enjoying the touching moment that the 2 belugas, Little Grey and Little White, return to their original home, the ocean.
The momentous moment for them really was when they landed in Iceland on the 19th of June 2019 to begin their new life.
We asked Andy Bull, the head of Sea Life Trust, about the whales' relationship with those that care for them on a daily basis. Let's hear his observations.
The bond between Little White and Little Grey and their carers is really important. So in the wild, beluga whales live in large pods, groups of between 10 and 20 in the wild, up to over 100 sometimes at certain points during the year. And they have really complex family structures and social structures, which are really important for their mental health and welfare. So actually, the carers form a really important bond with the belugas throughout this process. And the great thing that happened in moving Little White and Little Grey from China to Iceland was that 4 of their carers in China actually committed to move with the whales, which is absolutely amazing. It's an amazing commitment on their part, given family ties and other things that they have back there. But it's also great for Little White and Little Grey because it means that there's a familiarity for them. Beluga whales don't like change. So the more you can keep things constant for them, the more you're looking after their welfare through this process. So that's been a really important part of this project for us. And that commitment from those four members of the care team in China to move with the whales was so important.
Upon arrival to Iceland, the belugas were first placed in the sanctuary's care pool to acclimatize for a short period of time before being moved out into the wider bay. Finally, on August 8, 2019, Little Grey and Little White were sent to a safe natural home in Klettsvik Bay, Iceland. It was the first time that they had swam in a natural environment after being captive for 10 years.
Seeing Little White and Little Grey out here together in Klettsvik Bay was an amazing feeling this morning. Seeing them breaching together, the sunlight glinting off their backs. They won't have felt direct sunlight like that since they were very young animals when they were first taken from the wild. All the sunlight they've felt has been through windows in indoor pools. So to see that was just absolutely amazing.
The goals of the sanctuary are to provide a more natural life for the belugas in their care, advance beluga-related knowledge through research and education, and support the protection of belugas in the wild. Caring for Little White and Little Grey is the starting point and hopefully will be a model for releasing hundreds of other captive whales.
When you look at the beluga whale sanctuary, with Little White and Little Grey, they were captured from the wild at a very, very young age. They were 2 or 3 years old as far as we can ascertain. So they've spent the last 10 years in captivity. It's highly unlikely that they would be able to be released back into the wild and the open ocean. So our sanctuary provides a safe, natural home for them when they can't be released back into the wild. So we're committed to caring for Little White and Little Grey for the rest of their lives and providing them as natural a life as possible. But this is a world's first, so nobody's done this before, and nobody's tracked and monitored the journey that Little White and Little Grey will go on in terms of how they adapt back into that natural environment.
It is not the end of the story, but the beginning of another long journey. We will now pause for a constructive message and return. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Sea Life Trust Safeguarding Marine Life and Habitats Part 303 on Supreme Master Television. Why is it so important to make the Little Grey and Little White project successful? It is not only for the welfare of the two littles, but also for the other 300 captive beluga whales in the world. Mr. Bull shares with us a touching moment of inspiration he received from the two littles.
Little White and Little Grey had gone into the pool in the early hours of the morning, and I was stood alone by that window at about 2:30 in the morning, I think, after that long journey they'd been on. And they both swam past the window and looked directly at me as if to say, we're your responsibility now. And that was a real moment for me in this, when I realised, yes, we have that responsibility for these two animals, both for their welfare, but as ambassadors, actually, for the 300 other beluga whales who currently live in aquariums and captive facilities across the world. If we can show that Little White and Little Grey adapt and have a better life and better welfare in a more natural environment, then that's got to encourage other people to follow suit and to let us move their whales to join Little White and Little Grey in Iceland as well. Another important part of our project is actually the research we do alongside and what we can learn from Little White and Little Grey as ambassadors for those other beluga whales in captivity, the hundreds of other beluga whales in captivity at the moment. Because what we learn from them will hopefully mean when another beluga whale comes to join them in our sanctuary pod and in the bay, that what we've learned from Little White and Little Grey makes that adaptation quicker, easier for that whale, but maybe means they move a little bit further along that spectrum of rewilding as well. And, the ultimate goal would be that we're able to release some of the beluga whales that come to us back into the wild. But I think we're a bit of a way from that at the moment in terms of the learnings and the understanding we've got to go through of this journey as a world first.
Lastly, Mr. Bull would like to thank Supreme Master Ching Hai for her support of the Sea Life Trust's Beluga Whale Sanctuary.
I can't thank the Supreme Master enough for the support that's been given to our beluga whale sanctuary so far. And we can't hope to achieve what we want to with little white and little grey and with other beluga whales, with those other 300 plus beluga whales in captivity at the moment, without support from organisations, from individuals like the Supreme Master and from others. So thank you very much for the support so far, and we hope that we can continue to rely on support as we move forward.
In January 2019, along with giving the Sea Life Trust the Shining World Compassion Award to recognize its noble work, Supreme Master Ching Hai also made a humble contribution of $15,000 towards the charity's dolphin and whale care with all love and gratitude in God's mercy. May you and all involved, as well as the whales, be protected always by the Providence. As we are reporting this, Supreme Master Ching Hai is lovingly sending another $10,000 to Sea Life Trust to further this noble work, with all love and gratitude in God's protection. Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy and or any good cause over the years as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children. For more information about the Sea Life Trust, please visit sealifetrust.org, Facebook at Sea Life Trust. We thank Mr. Bull, the Sea Life Trust team and all the beautiful people who contribute to rescuing the lovely marine beings and cleaning our ocean. May God bless you and all our ocean animal friends. Brilliant viewers, thank you for joining us today. Coming up next is 7 questions from Alexander the Great, part 8 of 8 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May all humans create more loving friendships with our animal co-inhabitants.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.